What's good? Welcome into the Bengals Breakdown. I'm Abby Alonzo. We've got a bunch of news and rumors to get to following the NFL draft this weekend. You can see what our lineup looks like. A Joe Mixon status update. I know y'all are so interested to hear what's going to happen with Mixon following the fact that the Bengals did draft a running back as well as sign some UDFA running backs. Logan Wilson, will his contract be extended after 2023? And T. Higgins is going to work recruiting some guys on Twitter. We'll talk about all of this on today's show. But before we do, there's another competition in the Chat Sports office, and we are not winning it. The AFC North is in a battle on YouTube right now. Our Steelers Talk channel, Ravens Rundown, Browns Report, and of course, Bengals Breakdown. We are trying to see who can gain the most subscribers this week. And we've done this before. We've actually won, but we're not winning this time. We're in last place. We have gained 50 subscribers the past couple days, but Steelers are leading it with 75. I really don't want to hear them talk BS in the office. Like, I would like to have some bragging rights here. Also, who wants to lose to the Steelers? Not me. Please hit the sub button. Let's grow the channel. And we will hopefully have some bragging rights in the office, or at least me. Okay, let's get started with the Joe Mixon update. Will he be on the roster in 2023? A great question. You know, you have a lot to think about when it comes to cap hits and behavior off the field and the fact that he had a down year in 2022. Here's Zac Taylor's answer, though. His future is here with the team. I like Joe Mixon. Point blank, very simple. Said it straight up. Joe Mixon is a Bengal. Quit asking me questions is essentially what he said. Now, let's not forget, they did draft a running back just a few days ago. Well, what does that move mean? I don't think it means as much as you think it does. Look, this is a good pickup. He's a sleeper. He was there, and I think it was important to grab him. Brian Callahan literally said, look, we knew we needed to pick up a running back just for depth purposes kind of thing. Like, we just had to get one. Chase Brown was still on the board at this time. Figured, yeah, this is the right time to grab him. We're going to grab Chase, and that's exactly what they did. This is a good running back. He works very hard. You can see in 2022, he averaged 27.3 carries per game. That's a lot of weight on him at Illinois. He's got solid speed / explosion. He tested like an elite athlete. Obviously lacking a little bit of physicality, but I think this is a guy that can be developed and become a very good running back in the NFL. In 2022, his overall stats here, 328 carries in 12 games played, 1,600 rushing yards. He averaged 5 yards per carry. He had 240 receiving yards and 13 total touchdowns. Chase Brown actually had something to say about Joe Mixon as well. He acknowledged him and said, look, they have a great running back there right now, Joe Mixon, who I grew up watching and watched a lot through college. So I'm excited to come in, learn from him, learn from the coaching staff, and produce on Sundays. That is the type of guy you want in your running back room, to be learning from a guy like Joe Mixon. He knows, like, look, he respects Mixon. He looks up to him. He wants to learn from him. And like I said, I think he does that. This could be a good future running back for the Bengals. It doesn't look like Joe Mixon is leaving right now. Now, why do I say that? Because you just brought in somebody that could develop into a very good running back. Now, I think Joe Mixon will be here this season. He may be here next season. It will be his 7th season, I think. 7. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going anywhere now, but maybe you see them part ways in the future. I think he'll be here for 2023. Zac Taylor made that very clear. But could he be parting ways with the Bengals maybe down the line? Possibly. It's definitely a possibility. Are you happy the Bengals are keeping Joe Mixon? If you're happy to have Mixon on the roster for 2023, type H for happy. If you're mad, if you wanted them to part ways, you just couldn't deal with his behavior, or you wanted the money to be saved, type M for mad. Let me know down in the comment section. Again, I told y'all I read the comments. I commented back to a couple of y'all. Make sure you elaborate. This is about a conversation. I like to chop it up with y'all. Feel free to give your opinion, say your piece in the comment section. Moving on to Logan Wilson. Will they extend Logan Wilson after the 2023 season? He is on his last year of his rookie contract. So they've got to start deciding, okay, well, what are we going to do? I'm sure they wait to see how he plays out this season, but conversations have taken place. Logan Wilson had a pretty good 2022 as well. In 15 games, he had 123 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 7 passes broken up, and 1 forced fumble. And let's take a look at his entire career here. He's had 256 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 7 interceptions. Just an extra note, he has the most interceptions of any linebacker since 2021 with 5 of them. Really elevated that gameplay in 2022. Again, 2.5 sacks, which is more than he had in his first 2 years of his career. So he has proven himself. Logan did actually comment on his contract situation. He said, look, it's out of my control. Just control what I can. I know we've talked a lot about it, and so hopefully we get something done, but it's really not up to me. That's what I have an agent for. So Wilson doesn't seem to be too stressed about it. Looks like he's more focused on the season and playing football. His role is to play the football. His agent's role is to negotiate his contracts. He knows that, so he's controlling what he can control by playing well on the field, proving he should be there. And he said, my agent will take care of the rest. So he's not worried about it. Should the Bengals extend Logan Wilson? Do you want to see him back in 2024? I know it's an early question. You're probably like, I mean, yeah, he played well, but let's see what he does this year before we extend him. I get it. But if you had to choose now, let me know. Type Y for yes, extend him. Type N for no, I'm not ready to. We need to see what he does in 2023. And we'll round out the show because T. Higgins is going to work on Twitter recruiting guys to Cincinnati. Who did he just most recently try to recruit? Well, it was another linebacker, Isaiah Simmons, to Cincinnati. So maybe if Logan Wilson parts ways with Cincinnati, they might bring in Isaiah Simmons. T. Higgins tweeted this. He quote tweeted a news break of the fact that the Cardinals aren't picking up Simmons' 5th-year option. He said, yo, mom's from Cincy, my boy. Come to your roots in a year. So apparently Isaiah's mom is from Cincinnati. T. Higgins is saying, hey, come on home. Come play for the Bengals. Just to give you a little bit of a rundown on Isaiah Simmons, like I said, Arizona is choosing not to pick up the 5th-year option for him. He was ranked 59th among cornerbacks, which he's a linebacker, but he was ranked among cornerbacks with a 67.9 PFF grade, which is a career high for him. And in 2022, he had 68 tackles, 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. So pretty good year. Arizona's trying to figure things out, I think. Probably just testing the waters, seeing what's working, what's not, before deciding to continue with Isaiah Simmons, whether they extend him after or let him walk. Maybe he does end up in Cincinnati. T. Higgins surely wants him there. Should the Bengals sign Isaiah Simmons after the 2023 season? So if they decide, Logan, we've had a good run with you, see you, buddy, and they need a new linebacker, maybe they go after Isaiah Simmons. Let me know what you think they should do after the season. Type S for sign, type P for pass. As always, appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see y'all soon.